Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. With jet sweep pass. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights, it's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense gets set for second down. Movement here from the tight end. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
He'll keep it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Robinson. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking for room. It's Robinson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down. Quarterback extends the play. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Simpson. He looks that one in nicely. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? They'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Catch in the middle. It's Tuggle. Stopped after making the catch. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the tailback. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Bulldogs are flying down the field. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 2nd down coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Game of the day, guys. Arguably the game of the season, and we've got an update. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 21 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's James. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? They try to pop a run on the draw. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They go to the draw. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. They're trying to get to it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is perfect.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass, using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker is Lee. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This is a third and long. Power football with the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running it back, it's Sategna. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now on first down from the 30. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Pressure coming. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football problem out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Pass interference, defense.
That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sideline. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down. Looking for more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They're going to run it. He is denied. No good on the two-point try, and the lead remains at 5. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. Looking for space, it's Robinson. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll line up for a second down play. Makes his connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Now the play fake. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Sategna. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's now second down after the short completion. Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. quickly complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. On the run, it's Robinson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Might as well stick with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphries. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team.
Caught on the outside, it's Sategna.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Buying some time as he moves left. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run, played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Gets it out fast. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's James. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He finds his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Oh, he makes the catch.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance.
And he intercepts it. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Defense calls a timeout to put together his strategy. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.